I secretly was like, I'm going to be an actor, but I didn't really speak about it. Although I did speak about the fact that I was going to be in Harry Potter long before it was in the films.
Right.
I just had this feeling that I was going to be in it, and I didn't know the route to it, but I had made a few tapes, and yeah, I mean, they were supportive. You know, like when I found out about the open audition for Potter, my mum was nervous because she thought I would like turn my head, and she thought, not getting the part, but going to the audition, and that I would be too heartbroken because I take things very personally, very sensitive. Any kind of rejection at that age, especially.
And this is when you're
really
14, and the open audition was in London.
Yeah.
And your mom was worried that the experience of coming here and not getting the role might be hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And whereas my dad was like, let's take a chance.
Let's
go, have fun.
And strangely enough, you had written J.K. Rowling years before because you were a fan of the books.
Yes, huge fan of the books. I wrote to her when I was going through the eating disorder because I told her that it was the only thing that took my mind off it, and that, like, anyone who's gone through it will know that that's a very powerful thing to take your mind off what you're going through.
Nearly impossible.
Yeah, exactly. And it was the one thing where I didn't feel like everywhere I turned to, people my siblings were angry with me, or my parents were worried about me, and this was something that just gave a lot of solace. So I wrote to her when I was going through that and said thank you, and I sent it to her, like, her editor, and her assistant obviously read it and was touched by the letter, and she gave it to her, and then JK wrote back. He wrote a handwritten letter. It was very, like,
You got that while you're in the hospital?
I got that
After.
before.
Oh, before.
Yeah,
okay.
Before I went into hospital or anything. And started a correspondence. We actually became pen pals.
Okay.
That was when I was about 11.
And this is before the movie started?
Way before the
movies. But the books were big at the time?
Books were big.
Really big.
Luna was already present.
Okay.
And I wrote to her about Luna specifically, saying she really frees me because she's such an eccentric. She's so weird, and everyone acknowledges she's weird. And it doesn't, for 1 second, it doesn't make her question herself. Like, it was such a revelation that somebody, yes, she's a fictional character, but somebody who seemed real, who she was so well written, could be so peculiar and so fine with it, and not as a defiant thing, just as I am who I am. It really felt like, a revelation of a character as a teenager. So I wrote to her about that, and I think I said like I wanted to play her, and Joe would write back and say that she doesn't have any control over casting or anything. She offered me like a role as an extra. She was like, hey, I could talk to somebody if you wanted to come on the set and play one of the Hogwarts students. And I actually, this was like really bold. I look back on my young self and I'm like, how did I have the nerve to do that?
11-year-old
like,
boldness.
Joe, thank you, but I'm actually going to be in the films, and if I play a random Hufflepuff student, I won't get to play Luna, so no. Yes, not that sassy, but like I was like, thank you, but I think I need to hold out for the Luna audition.
Right, okay, and Joe is JK's first name, her real name.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the extraordinariness of this story isn't lost on you, is it? That you could be writing her, and then later you come to the audition in London, and then I'll let you continue the story. But you know, your life could also be a movie. You realize.
That is it does. I look back, like at how crazy and how synchronistic it was. That's where I really believe in the universe, of like collaborating with the universe. And it's happened actually on a few roles since that I felt I was really meant to get, that the universe kind of makes it happen. But yeah, no, I understand how crazy it is. I also look back on my 14-year-old self and I'm like, how did you have the nerve to do that when you were so, like, I had so much crippling self-doubt and anxiety for any other thing. But this thing, I just had such belief that I was like meant to do this, and that this character was bigger than me. I was kind of in service to this character, and it helped me. Kind of thinking of it that way helped me overcome my insecurity.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.